to try to do the common sense approach. I noticed when I was on YouTube and I was trying to look this up, it was difficult to find the common sense approach. A lot of people talk about it, and it's still a little confusing. It's really, really simple though. So I'll walk you through it. I've already done it. This is a 2005. I actually own two of these, so I have another one a little bit newer. And this one has the expensive bulbs in it. They're about $100 at the auto parts store, and I understand about $140 if you go to Toyota. I noticed online you can get two or so for anywhere from $40 for the lower volt ones to, or output ones, to $70-80 for two, but who knows what the quality is. Turned out I didn't need that. My lights were turning on and off on this particular headlight here, and I took it apart, and there's two contacts in there where the bulb touches. So I sanded the bulb, the copper part, and also the copper two contacts. Put it back together, and at least for the past month it's been working. And now I'm getting ready to actually reinstall everything. So I kind of set it back up like it originally was. It's really easy to do. You can see over here I never got this fender piece in all the way because I was only planning on leaving it this for a day, and that turned into a month. So anyhow, I'll walk you through the steps. It's really simple. So pretty much all you need to do, you have to have a 10mm wrench socket, a flat blade, and a cross or Phillips. The Phillips is used here on these plastic ones. Theoretically what happens, you turn that and then it comes up, but on every one on this car it really doesn't do that. So you kind of have to just kind of force it up, which again I'm going to have to do. It's stuck in here. So you just kind of force it up and pull it out. Now, theoretically, when you turn the Phillips head here, that would unscrew this and pull this up so that then this part would compress and easily be pulled out. With the shaft inside there, which is this right here, with the shaft in there, it makes it so it won't go small, and that little thickness there stops it from coming out. But you can pull it out with a flat blade, no problem. So anyhow, that comes out. I'll just go ahead and force these other ones. I know they're going to be the same. And someone's changed headlights on here before, so two of them are missing. So I've got the three that I do have out. There's a couple down here. These don't have screws. These have you put a flat blade underneath that, pulls right out. These are better than the other ones because they're designed well. So see, that pushes in, makes it thicker. When you pull it out, it's hard to do when you do it this way. You pull it out, then everything can compress in. You can pull it out real easy. So these three down here are easy to do. So that's out. Now you need a Phillips blade for these two here. Little rubber bumpers. They're good. Let's come out. So we got those out. Now that's released this piece of plastic here. So we'll go ahead and pull that out. Comes right out. You set down the ground. And there's this other piece of plastic here. It also has one of those nicer plastic things to remove it with. Pull that out. That's the only thing holding this. Of course, you don't have to take this off unless you're doing this headlight. This is only if you're doing this headlight. But I'll show you it anyhow. Pulls right out. It's just a slide fit at the bottom. And I originally drove for a little while without this on. The computer apparently realizes that that's not there, and I got check engine about half into the day. Put this back in, check engine went off. So if you happen to not reassemble everything, put this back in, because your check engine light will come on. So now we have to use the 10, and we're unbolting the headlight. Got one bolt up here that you have access to. And then on the side down here, turn the wheel in, or the other way when you're on the other side, and there's a little plastic thing here that's a mud guard. You just have to pull that aside. You just pull that a little bit, like an inch or two. Then there's a bolt there, which is this bolt right here. Put this on the bolt, take it off, then that's off. That's a little lazy. I didn't want to put that all back in because it's really, once you open it up, you see the bolt, you just unbolt it, nothing to it. So then you pull this, you grab this, and you just pull it out. And there's little fingers on here that go in, and that's what holds it all in. So then all you have to do is just pull this up here, out in the front, okay? And then that's out. Then you've got another one of those bolts in your headlight here. There's two more bolts. These are a little bit harder. You have to pull this back, and I found that you can't use the extension because it's a little bit too long. So we take the extension off. Still a 10mm. Everything's 10mm. And right here, you'll see a bolt. Put it in there. This one you can get easy. Then there's a second one down here at the bottom. Right down here. That's underneath. You have your first bolt here, the second one's just underneath it there. So you undo that. See, that's actually touching. That's why you can't have an extension. So we'll go ahead and show that. We'll grab this and show you it. So these are the little fingers. This is where the bolt was here. You can see the bolt. And then these are the fingers. See, I got bent a little bit because I didn't push it all the way in. But those go into these slots here, and that's what holds it in position. Now, this is the lower one. You have to unbolt that, and you unbolt this right here. And with those two out, plus the other two, your headlight is free. So now we'll just go ahead and set this back up so we can look here. Okay, so I'm doing this myself. So anyhow, we just pick this up now, and the headlight is free. I'm going to flip it over here. I think I'm going to have to reorient the everything, because I don't want to, being lazy. We'll take these two off. There's two bulbs at the top. Let's get those out of the way. So there's this one and this one. Let's get that out of the way. Okay, so now let's grab this. We'll just kind of hold it and try to twist this at the same time. So now we have that out. See if I take my glasses off, maybe I can see what I'm doing a little bit better. There we go. So this part has to rotate off. So we'll go ahead and rotate that off. I'm going to have to use two hands. So I'm just going to set this here for a second. We got stubborn again. Okay, so we'll rotate that off. Okay. Okay, so I don't know if you saw that, but it rotates counterclockwise and it just comes off. And inside here you have this thing, which is the back that attaches to the light bulb. Now I fixed my light bulb, so I'm not going to take this apart, but it's quite clear. It's got a little arrow on the top, and I'll put my glasses back on, and it says lock. So when you rotate it this way, that locks it. Rotate the other way, it unlocks it, and then you pull that off and the bulb's there. And then you have these two springs. There's one on each side, one here and one here, and you just flip those up and you can take the bulb out. Now when you have the bulb out and you want to try my trick, and you know, if you got the bulbs, don't worry about it, just put in the new bulbs. But inside this metal thing is where that the two little brass contact things are. And I clean those. The bulb, you'll see the brass on it. It's a band that goes all the way around it. Clean that. Solve the issue. The igniter for this thing is underneath this plate here. So if you're wondering, you take out 4 screws here, and then that takes off this weatherproof plate. And that inside there's a box, probably 4 by 3, that runs on this from this cord here. See the one with the braided line that goes to the igniter. This thing don't mess with. It turns out this adjusts your headlight. So if you need to adjust your headlights, that's how you do it. This little knob here, and that's accessible without, of course, taking your headlight apart. So that's pretty much it. So we'll go ahead and I'll just set this camera up here and I'll reassemble it. You can go watch the reassembly process. Of course, these headlights need cleaning, but this is our second car. The other cars will keep a lot nicer. So you just have to get this thing into the little clip thing. It goes all the way in. Once it is, then you just rotate it. Go ahead and stick these 2 lights back on. They fit in. Once they fit in, you just rotate. And then you know they're actually seated. Okay. So there we go. Now the light's ready to go. Of course, we pretend that we added that light. I just don't want to mess with it because it's working. And maybe I got it just perfect. I don't want to ruin it. Okay, so now, to hold the headlight, make sure you put this bolt back in. It's got a little flange on it. Keeps the headlight in perfect position. It's the one that holds the... You really don't need the extension. It's just kind of nice when you're doing overhead bolts. Once you have access, it's easier to swing it around. Oops. Easier, especially if you go the right way. Same thing down here. Stick this in here. There. And around we go. Where do we stop? Nobody knows. Okay, so now we got those in. We'll go ahead and tighten these in. Make sure it's nice and tight. Now, take these screws here. Okay, I'll take the second one. I'm going to remove this additional stuff here. Okay, we'll get started just this way. Again, that's the one that's the lower one, so a little bit harder to get to. It's right there. There we go. Get nice and sturdy now. take a second to drop something. You know, they show on some of the videos just removing the whole bumper, which I suppose you could do. It'd probably be just about as easy if you're doing both sides. But I only did one side. So, this is secure now. Now what we need to do is get this all lined up again. This wants a catch here, so make sure you flip that up. It's going to make it let it go straight. Let's see, maybe I should show you these little fingers here. So we got these little fingers right here. Thing goes between these little teeth thing right here. So if you pretend that's food, and this is the mouth. This is the bottom teeth, that's the top tooth. Same thing here. So you want the food to go in between. And that's maybe one way of thinking about it. Okay, there we go. And hopefully you're seeing this okay. Okay, so all 4 of you. Line up the side teeth too. Get that in place. I gotta straighten this one because I had it crooked in there for a while. Of course, the plastic is movable. This is rubberized plastic. So I just have to get it back up where it belongs, like I just did. Okay. So, make it here. It's still catching here where that part is. Okay. Get that up a little higher. Okay. See a bit more on one hand, so I'll get it in there. This goes in. Okay, so now we're back in business. Now we take bumper things, stick them back in. Okay, those go in before the plastic stuff does. So that's actually holding the bumper. Okay, that's in. This one goes here. Then we got those 3 nice ones that are, yeah, I think you guys are slanted. The paint buckets went crooked. So you can tell I do some painting. You can see my hands there. Anyways, I didn't get a chance to clean up yet. So stick those in, push the pin down. Stick that in, push the pin down. Nice shelf up here for stuff too, by the way. Okay, where's that? Okay. Now we've got that one that, remember, you can't run the car because you're, I think you may not be able to see me. Let's rotate that a little bit. There. Yeah, my buckets are going sideways here. Darn paint buckets. Okay, there, that might be a little better. Okay, so remember this, you can't drive with this out. Or at least I wasn't able to. This goes on before you put the big black thing on, because it has its own screw over here. Very easy, just line it up, push it straight down, sits on there, no problem. Stick a pin in here. I guess that one doesn't fit in there, so I got it. Sorry, you got it backwards. This one goes in there. This one goes in here. Hey, it didn't say it was an expert. Okay. So now we have the last piece. So, little flipper here, you have to go underneath that. There's a lip along here that it slides into. It's really self-evident when you're doing that. Just see it before you take it apart. Now remember, I only have 3 of these. So I'm just picking. It just basically has to stay in place here, so I'm not too worried about it. Okay. So just make sure we're in that position. Push it down. I'm sure you can buy these at the auto store if you wanted to, but it's just a piece of plastic. It just has to sit there. Okay. Now we have one bolt left to do. That's the side one down here. Rotate that just in case you can't see me. So we can do that without the paint cans moving again. Okay. So you just pull this little piece of plastic out a little bit here. And there's the bolt. So it's right next to the edge here. Okay. Got the finger started. Okay. Oops. These are really nice cars. This particular one has 250,000 miles on it. And it's still going strong. Okay. Here, tuck the plastic in. So, that was always sticking out a little bit, so there's no defect there. So, don't expect that to be perfect. So, keep our little funnel right here. Nice little storage place. That way you can fill oil when you need to and so forth. Let me take off my glasses. So that's it. Do the same thing on this side. I may not be able to see. I think I need a big monitor so I can look at the same time I'm filming. We got the Loud family over there, so hopefully they're not disturbing you too much. So this would be exactly the same. Bolt here, and then you've got the bolt underneath, but you want to turn the tire the other way because that makes a big difference. But remember, these are good cars. 250,000 miles on this thing. Doesn't smoke, doesn't do anything, it just runs. My other one's only got 60,000 on it. It's like newish. But still getting really good gas mileage. This one it's an earlier model, back when the side curtains and the side bags were not standard. This is the deluxe model, so it has it too. So it's got all the nice impact in case you happen to get in an accident. Always nice to have. So I'd say that's probably it. I'm hoping to make more videos if I get people wanting to see this one. And I'll make more about this because most people, almost everybody I've noticed on YouTube, they're like, they keep these in immaculate shape and they're polishing them, all that. This is I actually use this as more like a truck too. In fact, my wife hauled 15 bags of grain for our horses in it. Fold down the back seats. Each bag weighs 50 pounds. So that's 750 pounds of grain in the back. Still rode really nice. Still got about the same gas mileage. She took it like 20 some miles. And then the other day we went lightweight and we picked up I think it was 12 bags, 50-pound bags. Just throw them in the back, no big deal. I've hauled tons of paint, beer kegs. Hauled beer kegs in here. Got 6 of them in here for a place I was working at. So they're pretty versatile. You know, people make fun of them, you know, gay cars or whatever. They are kind of a little bit ugly on the front, that's true, but that had to be done because that's part of the aerodynamics to get your good fuel mileage. 250,000 miles. That's amazing, I think. Okay, that's it. Talk to you guys later. Bye.